Hi, my name is Erica Jackson, and today I'm going to talk to you about engaging students in instructional videos. The ideas in this video came from my experience with remote learning so far, along with some research that I did on this topic. I also reached out to many teachers for their ideas as well before putting the video together. By the end of this video, I hope you will find at least one new helpful tip that you can use in your own videos. First, just like with regular lesson plans, you should have a plan. You can use many different tools. Just like I'm doing for this presentation, you could make Google Slides with your key lesson points. Another tool you could use could be an Active Inspire. I know many elementary school teachers use this on their smart boards in the classroom, but you can also pull it up on your laptop screen and use the interactive tools during the lesson you are recording. You could even make a very simple paper and pencil storyboard plan for the pieces of your video. But regardless, before making your video, just like before teaching a lesson, make a plan. Next, and this is really important, keep your videos short. The research I did says 2 to 6 minutes is best. After 9 minutes, you will really lose the attention of your learner. If you have longer topics or units, break it into smaller videos. You can send your students a folder with the videos organized in it, or send one clip at a time. A good way to keep the introduction short is to start with a slide or a screen that shows the learning target and the topic for the lesson, like I did with this video. You will also want to make your video interactive. You can do this in a few different ways depending on the age level you are making the video for, but the important thing is that students don't sit passively for 2 to 6 minutes just listening to your voice. You could simply ask a question and pause for a minute so students have time to answer. Or with older students, you could ask them to write answers down at certain points in the video that they could then send to you after they watched the video. Another idea is to present a problem, have them pause the video for a minute and solve it, and then provide a solution once they click play again. You will want to make your video visually appealing as much as you can. Using visual cues to highlight information is one way to do this, like I have done with the heading on this slide. You should minimize the use of on-screen text so that it isn't overwhelming or distracting. Last, and I personally think this is the most important, you want to use manipulatives. This could be an on-screen manipulative like the ones available in Active Inspire, or you could use curriculum websites like Pearson to pull up tools or manipulatives that are helpful with your lesson. Or you could even use hands-on manipulatives and record yourself using them. For one of my fraction videos, I printed pictures of pizza and cut them to show students how to work with fractions. In another video I did about liquid volume, I used containers and demonstrated pouring water from one container to another. Regardless, students will be more interested if you use some form of manipulatives. Next up is some tips on recording. This will vary depending on what device or devices you use to record. First, find a device that works for you. You could use a cell phone or an iPad and record clips that can be merged together on an app, or you could make a Google slide presentation and share the screen like I am for this presentation and record your voice over the slides. You could even do a combination of both and then merge the pieces together on a video editing app. I have found that using a pair of headphones with an external microphone helps eliminate background noise in your recordings. Last, try and find an editing app or program that works for you. I'm certainly not an expert on these for sure, but I have tried a few on my phone and found a couple that I liked. I'm happy to share those via email if anyone is interested. This is an interesting tip I found in my research that I haven't tried yet myself. Depending on the age level of your students, you could ask them to send you their thoughts and feedback about the video presentation or the style of your videos to inform your future videos. This could be done with just a simple email or a survey style response, but either way, I do think it is important to have student input if it is age appropriate for you to do so. Last, but certainly not least, be yourself. This can definitely be hard, especially when we're not used to teaching in this format. First off, just like when you're teaching in the classroom, you don't want to speak from a script, but an outline is definitely helpful. If possible, record yourself. As uncomfortable as it may feel, students will love seeing you and feel more connected to you. And at the very least, use your voice to record the video. When it's possible, add some humor. If you're naturally a teacher who jokes a lot in the classroom, then incorporate that into your video. Or you could do something more subtle like the Bitmojis I did throughout my presentation. Try and speak with a natural conversational tone, but remember to be enthusiastic because that's what the kids will enjoy the most. I read this quote in some of my research, and I felt that many of us could relate to it, especially during remote learning, that the most effective instruction isn't pretty, but it's personal. And I think that's important to remember with all of our instructional videos and remote learning situations. I hope you found this video helpful and found at least one new tip to help you along the way. If anything, I hope it reaffirmed that what you're already doing is great. Here are the sources that I used, and I'm happy to send them to you via email if you'd like. Thank you very much.